Welcome to Gemini Star Spiritual Wellness. Thank you for joining me today. I'm excited that you're here with me for this video. So in today's video, we're doing the weekly tarot reading for the week of November 16th through the 22nd, 2025 for all the water signs. So that would be Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. So let's see what's going on for all water signs for this upcoming week. And thank you for supporting the channel. If you're a subscriber, a new subscriber, existing, I really appreciate you. And thank you for supporting me and the channel. And please hit that like button so that this will go out to other water signs that need to see it, need to see this information. And it also helps the channel to grow when you hit the like button. So please hit the like button and also hit subscribe if you haven't already so that you get future videos I put out. I do these weekly element readings. They come out every Friday for the upcoming week. And then I do other readings throughout the month as well. So if you subscribe, you'll get all of those. And sometimes I do special reads like I do one for the seasons. So like when winter comes, I'll do a winter for the 3 months of winter. And then I'm going to also be doing 2026 readings coming up in December for next year. So you'll get all of that as well. And please take what resonates and leave behind what doesn't, because it might resonate with you, might not. There's a lot of water signs I'll be watching this video, so we will see what it has to say, what the universe has to say. All right, so here we go. All right, what is the energy for the water signs for the week of November 16th through 22nd, 2025? Okay. Very upbeat feeling with the cards. So let's see. And I have to apologize for the lighting. I don't like doing the readings at night when it's dark out because the lights wash me out. The artificial lights. I prefer the natural sunlight, but I couldn't. I was during the day, it gets darker earlier now and in the northern hemisphere, and I wasn't able to get the readings done earlier today when it was still light outside. So sorry about the lighting makes me look wonky. I feel like it washes me out really bad. Okay, we got the Nine of Wands, we got the Eight of Wands, King of Swords, we got the Eight of Swords, which is interesting because I just did the fire sign reading and they had the Eight of Swords in the exact same location as you do. King of Pentacles, the Emperor, and Ace of Pentacles. All right, so coming into the middle of the month, water signs, coming into November 16th. In the past position, it looks like you're dealing with a King of Swords. Now, it doesn't have to be a man. There's a man on the card, but it could be a woman as well in that King of Swords energy. And it could be an air sign. Doesn't have to be. But they have the attributes of the King of Swords. And it's like the King of Swords is, he's probably the less fluffy of the kings. Like he's not, I don't want to say he's not nice, but he can be very kind of cold and cutting, in a way. He can tell it like it is, and he doesn't put up with any BS, and he's kind of like he's not warm and fuzzy, is what I'm trying to say. So he can come across in kind of a cold way because he's very he's intellectual, he's wise, but he's got that sword in front of him. And it's kind of like blocking him, so you can't get close. See how he's got it in front of him? So it's kind of like, I don't want to say he's guarded, but he's not afraid to like use the sword to protect himself and be very cutting, maybe with his words or his actions or thoughts, so he can come across that way. But it looks like you're dealing with somebody in that archetypal type energy. And that's in your past energy. So it's like either, you've already been dealing with them or it's happening right now, coming into November 16th. But where you're at is you're coming close to an end of a cycle and you're feeling overwhelmed and done with it. Now, you're not completely at the end of the cycle, so you still have a little spunk in your step. See, you're still like he can fight one more battle. He's got like one more in him, but that's about it, because he's been through many battles and he's tired and he's, you know, um, he doesn't want to deal with it anymore. He doesn't have all the energy anymore, but he's got like one more fight left in him. And I feel like that's, kind of where you are. You're at the end of the cycle. You're tired, you're exhausted, you've been through many battles, but you're almost at the end. So you've got just enough energy to get you through to the end of the cycle. So you got one more fight in you, or one more battle in you, so to speak. Um, but that's where you are, but you're feeling kinda tired, and you're like, "Well, is this cycle over yet?" Is what I'm hearing. So you're tired and you just want it to be over and you're ready to move on. You're holding on to your wand, you're leaning on your wand, and you're done with it. It's like you're done with it, you're ready to move on. So it looks like in a situation, you're at the end of that cycle, and it looks like some information's coming in, some messages coming in. Maybe a phone call, text message, letter, but there's like a messages coming in and it's coming in rather fast because they're wands. See how they're like shooting through the air? So they're coming at you pretty fast. So it looks like you're going to get some messages. And the atmosphere for you, water signs, is you've been kind of stuck in a mental prison and you feel stuck, but it's all in your head. You're not really stuck, but mentally you feel like you're stuck. And I don't know, like, if it's you're dealing with this King of Swords and you're coming to the end of the cycle of dealing with that person, like, coming to the end of a relationship, but you feel very stuck right now mentally in the relationship, even though you're feeling that way. Yeah, because in this card, when you look at the card, she can easily get out of those bandages and the swords don't even wrap around her. But she's staying there because she feels stuck mentally. Yeah, this has been very hard for you mentally, is what I'm hearing. And it's kind of like paralyzed you, like from taking action. It's like you've been kind of afraid to move, like afraid to take action, afraid to do anything. But it's like I feel like whatever these messages are coming in, it's like it's gonna help you to get unstuck. It's gonna help this situation because in the near future, it's like you've got this King of Pentacles energy. And you're not there yet because because this is your current energy right here, water sign. So you're still stuck right now. But it's like, but there's going to be some like information coming in, like messages coming in. I'm hearing phone calls. Um, phone calls could be, some information coming in through phone calls that's going to help kick you out of that kind of that mental stuckness you've been in and pushing you into this King of Pentacles energy. So I don't know, like if it's kind of like maybe this information coming in helps give you the confidence to move forward and it's like you end up in the near future in this King of Pentacles because this hasn't happened yet. This is near future. But let me do two clarifiers for it. So what is the King of Pentacles? What's the King of Pentacles? Clarifiers for the King of Pentacles. Give me two, please. Give me two. Okay. I just wanted to get a little more information about it. Hmm. What's interesting is, okay, it could be very well be like you're dealing with like a love relationship And I've got this, and I don't think this is you. I think this is like you're dealing with a Queen of Wands, or there's a Queen of Wands. I'm hearing a Queen of Wands helping you with this situation. So maybe the information coming in from this Eight of Wands is from a Queen of Wands, someone that's in that archetypal energy. It could very well be a woman, but she's an intuitive woman and she's passionate, and she could be like a good friend or a relative or somebody. You're like, you're getting information. Maybe she's the one that's bringing it to you. And it could very well be about a Four of Wands situation. And that helps kind of push you into this King of Pentacles energy. Because I feel like this is you. And what's interesting is the advice cards I got is the Emperor and the Ace of Pentacles. That's what I got for you, water sign. So that's really interesting. So it looks like there's a tangible new beginning coming in, or of abundance. And it could be like, it doesn't have to be, um, but I'm feeling it could be love related because of this Four of Wands card. And it could be with an emperor, because the emperor, he's like all of the kings put together. So he's all the kings of the tarot put together. So he has all those attributes. But he's like he's an action sign, you know. He's like he's taking action. He's an emperor. He gets things done. So it could be like a love situation with an emperor, um, that you're dealing with or comes in, and you're in this King of Pentacles energy, moving out of that stuck energy, and it's helping you for this new beginning. It's like a new, tangible, abundant beginning, and it could be in love. It could be like, you know, material things. It could be, you know, abundance and money, but it's like a new beginnings coming in. And I think it somehow has to do with this emperor in that Four of Wands energy right here. Oh, sorry, trying to get it so you can see. There you go. But it's like this new beginnings coming in. But it's like but it's like you can't partake of this new beginning because you haven't quite cleaned out this cycle. Because remember, you're not quite at a 10. And I do feel it's like this is the person that you've been dealing with in the past, that you're clearing that out, is what I'm feeling. And I'm sorry if I'm kind of jumping all over the place. It's like I got stuff coming in, downloads that they're kind of popping in. But I feel like it's like whatever this information is, it's like it's going to help you move, you know, it's going to help you get out of that stuck energy and kind of finish out the cycle to get out of that situation that you've been in. And it's moving you into the King of Pentacles. So it's like you're going to get out of that stuck mental energy. And I'm hearing you're going to be confident, and you're going to have you're going to have abundance to move forward, and you're going to be confident, and you're going to be confident in yourself, because he looks very confident. If you look the look on his face, he's very like not sure of himself in a negative way, but he knows what he's doing. He's confident, he's sure of himself. You know, he's not second guessing himself. And I do feel like this queen of there's a Queen of Wands that's helping you. And it, you know, it could very well be a female. I am feeling it's like a feminine energy. So, you know, a woman that's helping you, an intuitive woman, and she's kind of helping you with this. She's helping you with this process of leaving that old situation behind. And it's like you've got this new, I mean, because these cards here are like really great. I mean, you've got this new beginning coming in, and it's going to be, and it's from the universe. You see the little universe's hand right here. And these are both happy cards, you know, look how happy they are. You got the universe's hand, and it's like, so you've got this abundance coming in, like this new beginning in abundance, and it's going to lead to the end of this journey. So you're going to like get out of that cycle that wasn't good, and you're getting a new, you know, a new abundant beginning, and it's going to lead to this Four of Wands. Sorry, tickle in my throat. Mm. It's going to lead to this Four of Wands. And I do feel like, you know, this is the person it's like your new beginnings with. So it could be like, and it doesn't have to be, it can be a love relationship because of this, but it doesn't necessarily have to be. The Emperor doesn't have to necessarily be a love relationship, but it could very well be. So it's like you start you have abundant new beginning like in a new relationship down the road, but you're not there yet. You're still trying to get out of this situation and clean out this cycle. I mean, you're still trying to get out of that and you're still feeling mentally stuck and you're in that information's still coming in. I mean, that's where you are currently, but I feel like down the road in the near future, things are going to shift and you're going to go into this King of Pentacles energy. Yeah. Going to go in that King of Pentacles energy. And I feel like in the near future, like once this shift happens, it's like things are going to move quickly after that. Like once you close out this cycle and you get out of that mental stuckness, it's like things are going to move kind of quickly because you're going to go into this King of Pentacles and you're going to move forward rather quickly into, you know, this energy here. And, there's an Emperor. Now, if this is a love relationship, it's like the Emperor, he's going to be, I'm hearing a lot more solid than what you were dealing with before. So if you're leaving, say you're leaving a King of Swords, you're leaving a situation with a King of Swords, and in the future you meet an Emperor and have a relate like it's going to be a whole different experience from what you had with the King of Swords because the Emperor he's up a level from the kings and he has all the attributes of all the kings. So he's going to have, I'm hearing he's going to have his stuff together. He's going to have his stuff together. He's going to be ready for a relationship. Like an Emperor doesn't mess around. He doesn't play games with you. He knows what he wants. He's sure of himself. He goes out and gets what he wants, but it's like an Emperor also has wisdom and maturity. So he's not going to be like immature or play games with people mentally. He's going to have his stuff together. And I feel like that's the type of person that's going to be coming in for you in the near future is they're going to have they're going to have their stuff together and they're going to be wise and intelligent and they're not going to play games with you. They're going to be like on your level. And that's why you're going to have the Four of Wands if that's the situation, if this is a love situation. Because that person, they're mature, like they're ready for a commitment. They're ready for a relationship. And so you're going to be able to have, the type of relationship you've always wanted with this Emperor that you didn't have before, basically, because he's got his stuff together and he's ready for a commitment. He's ready for a relationship. Well, this is a really great reading. I mean, I don't feel a real strong, I think for some of you, this is a love relationship. I don't feel it as strongly with like some of the other elements for this week, but it could very well be. It doesn't have to be, but it could very well be a love, you're leaving a love situation and or leaving behind a King of Swords and coming into a new situation down the road with an Emperor. But but it's still deep. They're all deep this week, but they all have been for like the last week, last month and last couple of weeks. But thank you so much for joining me. I hope you enjoyed the reading and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.